Welcome to Homework Lib.
If DEFG is a rhombus and we have information for GE, that's 42, well, its bisects would be 21 on each side. And if DH is 16, then HF would also be 16, and we can find GF because diagonals are perpendicular with a rhombus using the Pythagorean theorem. You can say that GF squared, because that would be the hypotenuse, would be equal to 16 squared plus 21 squared. 16 squared plus 21 squared is 697. And so GF would be the square root of 697. If that's not how you want to put it in, then you can estimate that as about 26.4. With the same diagram, if EF was 13, I'm going to do it in green now. If EF was 13 and DF was 17, that would be 8.5 on each side. Then find EH. This would go like 13 would be the hypotenuse equals EH squared plus 8.5 squared. Subtract 8.5 squared from 13 squared. You get 96.75. Square root it, and that's what EH is exactly. Or about 9.8. Depending on how you're rounding. This is the exact value for EH to the nearest tenth. If you're going to the hundredths, then it would be 8.84. And finally, if we have a square where AC is 26, then we want to find BC. There's different ways of doing this, but we know that, for instance, if this is a square, if I call this x, it would be x here as well, and we know this is 26. We would know that x squared plus x squared would be equal to the hypotenuse 26 squared. So 2x squared equals 26 squared. 26 squared is 676. Divided by 2 is 338. So BC is the square root of 338. The square root of 338 is about 18.38. Second part, if the measure of angle ACB, which I'll highlight in green, is 11x minus 32, what would x be? Well, that angle, I think that's 11x minus 32, would be equal to 45. Because since it's a rhombus, opposite angles are bisected. So that's a 45-degree angle. So add 32 to both sides, and 45 plus 32 is 77. Divide by 11, and x is 7.